Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to open up FTalk View SE for the first time and set up your application that'll serve as a project for the remaining parts of the course as we move on from one lab to the next. First thing you want to do is go down to your Start menu, go into All Programs, of course cursor down to Rockwell Software, go into FTalk View and open up FTalk View Studio. Now you'll be presented with a window I know you've seen before, and in this case what we're going to do is open up View Site Edition Network Distributed. So the network distributed version of FTalk View SE is going to allow us to create the project on one computer and connect to that project from a remote computer, something we will be doing in IMC. So with Network Distributed highlighted, go ahead and hit Continue. And of course we'll click on the new tab at the top and give our particular application a name. So we're going to use the format SACAD, so SCAD underscore lab 2, and then you and your partner's initials. I'll go ahead and hit enter there, and the application itself should start to build. Alright, with the project tree loaded on the left, what you're going to notice as a primary difference between FTalk View SE and the ME version that you've previously worked with on the design side is that the servers themselves that allow us to create displays are not automatically set up in FTalk View SE, so we need to create those. So the first thing we're going to do is right click on the name of our application, cursor down here to add new server, and we're going to say let's add an HMI server. Create a new HMI server, and then we'll give it a name. And for the name we'll keep it simple and simply say SCAD underscore HMI. Click Finish, and you'll notice just before I do that the computer name has been written in here in terms of the computer that's going to host this HMI server. So we'll click Finish, and it'll work itself through the process. Now the HMI server, what this allows us to do is to create or utilize objects that we can build screens with, and you'll see that open up now in the project menu as this HMI server unfolds. So our services and application have just finished loading, and we should now see in the project tree a graphics folder that opens up and of course includes displays similar that we've seen before, of course images, symbol factory, and libraries that we can utilize to enhance the screens that we're going to develop. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is create something called an area, or multiple areas inside our project. So think of an area as different regions inside or as part of the process. So in this case we're going to be looking at a beer making process, which is made up of all sorts of different regions or different areas in the plant. So we're going to take a look at 3 of those specific areas or regions of the process itself, and what we're going to do is structure our application so that each area is kind of segmented into its own folder. So in order to do that, with the primary name of the application highlighted, do a right click and say New Area. So the first thing that we're going to add here is going to be the mashing area. So that's the mashing part of the process, and you notice the area itself loads up. It looks like a folder with another project tree, so we'll see what that's about in a little bit. And then we're going to add 2 more areas. So the next one we're going to add is going to be packaging. And the third area that we're going to look at is going to be the boiling area, or boiling part of the process itself. This helps us stay organized inside the project, and you'll see how this comes into play in upcoming videos and instructions in this lab. That's all for now. You can move on to the next lab and continue configuring. Thank you.